logic. Now, for those of you who are new to SMRAT, what it stands for is Super Metroid Accessible Randomizer Tournament, or Randomizer Accessible Tournament. I said that backwards. Oh, super missiles up the front there.
First pack of supers, always nice to find.
So the accessible is the important part. Accessible means that we're not expecting any runner who runs this type of seed to be good at the game. We expect them to know the game as far as like where items are, but as far as reaching those items, we don't expect them to do really anything outside of, I think Mock Ball is the only thing, the only trick.
Mock Ball actually is not in logic. It is only wall jumps, and even then only things that are considered quote-unquote easy wall jumps. And infinite bomb jumping are the only two quote-unquote tricks.
Oh, no Eden Tool today. We have Variasuit at the end of Gauntlet.
Ooh, that is a big find for both of our runners. They're both going to be very glad that they decided to take that screw attack and go right to the Gauntlet. Oh, Swap bringing up that mid-air morphing is also a trick in the logic, as far as the logic is concerned.
Which, as I was about to say, I would think that Infinite Bomb Jump, or IBJ as the community calls it, is harder than doing some of the other tricks that are not required in this seed.
And that may be, the logic behind it is the demo that plays if you just leave, turn the game on and kind of leave it run.
Mm-hmm.
It teaches you how to Infinite Bomb Jump.
This is true, and I mean, it does show you how to Crystal Flash, but they're not really the inputs required or what you need to do it.
Right, and while Crystal Flashing is allowed, the only tricks that logically require a Crystal Flash require other things to it anyway, so none of those tricks are in logic.
Right. The one trick I know really well is the bot wound clip, to use Crystal Flash to get through there.
Right, and that one is most definitely not in logic. Actually, not even the ice clip to bot wound is in logic. Logically, bot wound access requires speed booster in SMRAT seeds. So we have a bit of a divergence in path here. It's not a huge one, but after doing the gauntlet, Poppy went all the way through Terminator and decided the 230 missile item, and I'm pretty sure I saw the same thing you did, whereas Jay just went straight to Green Brinstar. And was that speed booster underneath the Green Bridge?
You are correct, sir. That was a speed booster in the speed room that it is required for. So every item that Jay is collecting right now is currently technically out of logic because it doesn't have speed. But because speed is where it is, everything in here is put into logic. So as soon as he gets that speed, all these items he's collecting right now are put into logic.
Exactly. Thus far, it's just been some ammo, one pack of each. But even if nothing else, even if the speed booster is the only major item he gets out of this, that makes the room 100% worth it, because speed booster is, well, it's speed booster.
Yep, and Popplars is going to go ahead and see that nice little speed booster, and he's going to actually go, or I'm sorry, she, I apologize for getting that pronoun wrong. She is going to see the energy tank and go to the energy tank first and then loop back around.
Right, that is... Honestly, people that play a lot of any percent, that's kind of what they're used to doing, because in any percent, you would go up there. Oh, actually, no, in any percent, you wouldn't loop back around. If you play Hundo, which I know Poppy does play Hundo, you go grab the early supers up there, and then come back to Bryn Reserve.
And Redemption, I thank you for the It's Okay. Oh, Jay almost fell down. Save. Yeah, that was a nice save. So there are crumble blocks right here that if you fall through them, then you have to come all the way back around for both of these items. Good thing that they're not anything good, but without really knowing that, Jay would have had to loop back around.
Oh, Poppy almost gets the mock ball out of the Bryn Reserve area, but unfortunately falls, but will pick up that speed booster. And Jay only finding a Kappa tank and some missiles here down at the Edecoons.
Yep, we're going to have to see what's in Edecoon's ceiling here in just a second. Oh, it doesn't quite get the quick morph into the hole. You can see that the D-Rust is slowly coming off. Ooh, Spazer. Can we get some Spazer emotes for those who have them in chat?
Alright. So that is the Spazer, also known as the Meme Beam. Everybody loves Spazer, even though it's... I mean, Spazer gets a bad rap. Spazer is not a bad beam. It is just supplanted by the plasma beam. Like, if plasma didn't exist, everybody would love Spazer.
And as I was saying to Redemption before we had that epic play by Jay, I do try to respect people's pronouns, and I think I had accidentally said he when referring to Popplars, so I do try to correct myself if I catch myself.
Absolutely. So we've got Jay, who has entered Big Pink and is going to do Mission Impossible. Just finds an E-tank there as Poppy picks up that Spazer beam.
It looks like Poppy had a really nice mock ball coming out of the Edikun ceiling item there, too.
Absolutely. That is always a super good-looking mock ball. And we have Semperfire Dog raiding us with a party of 13. Thank you very much for that raid there, Semper.
Yeah, thank you very much, Semper. Cheese, if you want to go ahead and tell what Semper's viewers are here to see.
Absolutely. Let me drop it in there. So, what we are here for is all kids deserve to eat. That shouldn't be a controversial statement, but there are portions of the world where it is. Here at All Kids Deserve to Eat, we want to eliminate student lunch debt. That is our goal, and I have a very specific series of things that I'm supposed to read, so I will do that. All Kids Deserve to Eat strives to improve and sustain the quality of life for students across America. Its specific objective is to make direct relief efforts to schools across America for the purpose of alleviating lunch debt accrued by students throughout their educational career. Basically, lunch debt, for anyone not familiar with it, is if a student goes to school and does not have enough money for lunch, they will still be fed lunch, but then the cost of that lunch will be put on their account. That lunch debt will follow them as for their entire educational career. So that could mean if there's a field trip 2 years later, if they haven't paid that lunch debt off, they may not get to go on that field trip. They may not get to go to prom. They may not get to walk at their own graduation because they didn't have enough money for lunch. And we're not okay with that. And we partnered with Wilderwood Elementary School in Ralston, Nebraska, in order to work on their specific lunch debt, which they had over $13,000 for an elementary school full of 308 students. An elementary school had $13,000. These are kids, straight up kids. But thanks to the generosity of everybody, we have raised $15,000, which is enough to completely wipe out the student lunch debt at Wilderwood Elementary School. And everything that's left over after that, we're just going to pick the next school down the list, and we're going to give it to them.
Right, you are, and thank you so much for telling us exactly what that's all about. Now, you guys can support the incentives that we have doing this in multiple ways. You can donate directly to the charity by using the donation link. You can support us by hosting the stream or by rating us and making sure that you're spreading the word. If you have other social medias that you would like to spread that word on, that also helps us, try and raise money. Also, you can get yourself a All Kids Deserve to Eat merch. We have shirts, we have stickers, we have hoodies, we have masks, and that store link is actually only good for a few more hours. So after today, that store link goes down, and you guys will not be able to get All Kids Deserve to Eat 2020, the inaugural year. So if you don't get that now, it's gone forever, and you will have to just look at everyone else who has it and be jealous.
That's right. Do you want people who have OG merchandise to style on you next year at AKDTE 2021? I don't think you do. I think you'd like to be able to be the one styling on them. I ordered my shirt on Thursday. So, get you some merch. support a good cause, and $5 of every purchase from the merch store goes directly to the charity.
Right, you are. And so we have, speaking of incentives, we have a couple of incentives coming up here. We still have the save kill for this race, if I'm incorrect.
Yes, save kill is still active. Let me take a look. Currently, we sit at kill winning with $1,144 and save at $886. So just under $250 worth of difference.
Yeah, you guys that want save can definitely make that happen. Or if you want to just let them kill the animals, then obviously let kill stay ahead. Whatever you guys want.
Just over $258. My quick
there we
math
go.
failed me.
We also have incentives coming up for races happening tomorrow. We've unlocked day 4 with that $15,000 total. So we have a full day 4 planned, and we have incentives on that day 4 already. I'm going to be running Link to the Past crowd control. You will have to come to my channel to use the crowd control, and the bits that I will be getting from that crowd control are going to All Kids Deserve to Eat as soon as I have Twitch give me those bits. So 1-to-1, all the bits are getting donated. So don't worry about that. Also, there is a bid war, Ambrosia versus Inverted. Basically, it's either run Zelda the right way or run it backwards. You can also do a $500 donation incentive to have chaos enemies. Basically, all the enemies are completely mixed up. All the bosses are mixed up. Everything in the game is mixed up except for keys and maps. I was not brave enough to throw in literally everything is randomized. So we have that incentive as well.
All right. So we've talked about the charity for a while. Let's talk about the game. Jay failing the create quick kill, so we are going to get a stand up there. How sad for Jay. So Jay went down Red Tower, down towards the crate area. Poppy, on the other hand, took a quick sojourn into Retro Brinstar to check the item to the left of Morph Ball, and is now heading up Red Tower and finds power bombs at Alpha Power Bombs and some super missiles behind. And Jay finding just missiles at the Varia location behind Kraid. Yes, please welcome to anyone that saw Jay, one of our runners, and also it's his channel. He kind of started the charity. Jay's kind of the one who runs the show. Everybody who saw him on the news, please welcome. We here at Jaychalke's channel and for All Kids Deserve to Eat are as inclusive as it is humanly possible to be. We welcome everyone.
Right, you are. So yeah, not to discount you or anything like that. If you want to see more about what we're doing here, obviously you saw it on the local news. But you can also use the commands that we have in the channel to learn more about what we're doing here. If you have any questions, people in the chat will be more than willing to help. You can also just rewind this video like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and we were talking about it just now.
Yeah, you'll hear my whole spiel, and it's good stuff. So Jay found Grapple as kind of the only item he found in the crate area. He found that at the crate missiles. Poppy, on the other hand, is heading up. Might be taking a trip to the wrecked ship.
That's an interesting route divergence, I think. Fantoon First really does make the seed faster if you think about it, because you're going in one direction versus going up and down, up and down. Jay might be thinking that Ice could have something with Varia. High Jump has a couple of checks in it, so there's a lot of cool stuff here that's all tightly packed together, where Wreck Ship is kind of a little more loose in its item density.
Absolutely. No, I will say I'm a little surprised Jay doing any of the heated room Norfair checks, because that Varia suit is still not in logic. They do not have up logic to go to the Gauntlet yet, and they did find that the Varia suit at the end of Gauntlet. Oh, Poppy doesn't have to worry about getting it. I was wondering if Poppy was going to CWJ. I forgot they found Speed Booster pretty early, so. Oh, yeah. And that Speed Booster would put Gauntlet in logic. Never mind, that Varia suit is 100% in logic. Don't mind me. Assuming Speed Booster puts the ceiling item in logic, which I think we had some discussions with the Varia devs about that, and the answer was a shrug.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if Speed Booster put Gauntlet into Logic, just because you can do a little bit of a trick over a landing site that lets you Shine Spark all the way through Gauntlet, which makes Gauntlet super easy.
Oh, it definitely no. It gives you your up logic for Gauntlet, though. In SMRAT, Screw Attack is the only through logic. I'm talking about the ceiling item in Retro Bren. I think Speed puts that in logic, but I am not 100% on that because it is a pretty tight. It's not a short charge on the Shine Spark, but it's just you have to shoot the block and Shine Spark up, and the placement is kind of.
All right, so we had Ice Beam over in High Jump Boots, as Demensive is reminding us. So Jaychalke finds a nice ice. I would call this a chocolate vanilla ice since it's only a couple items away from where ice normally is. Very nice to have for Torian later, but more than likely Popplars is going to find it. Gets a nice little speedball into Fantoon fight, so we're going to go see Fantoon first on Poplar's side. I believe it's only Kraid down on Jaychalke's side, so we're going to have about one boss apiece as Jay is doing some Norfair checks.
Correct. And yes, I would be extremely surprised if Poppy does not check the high jump boot location and get that ice beam. That's just kind of a standard check. Even if you're almost in go mode by the time you get to Norfair, that's a check a lot of people will make anyway. Because historically in SMRAT seeds, it's been a very high power location.
Correct, you are. And you know what? The way that these two are playing the seed right now, I don't blame Jay for going down to Norfair, because this is the same logic I was just talking about with Fantoon. Going from Fantoon down is fast, but going from Ridley up is also just as fast, if you find gravity. That's, I think, what Jay is banking on, is that gravity is somewhere down here.
Gravity, or honestly, he just reset after he checked the Cathedral missile. Just found a vanilla missile and did a reset. So he's not going to go to Bubble Mountain, I guess. Which is odd, because with that speed booster he has... no. He's just going to take the Speedway to Bubble Mountain. Never mind.
Yeah, so instead of going the long way through Cathedral, he's just going to go to the Speedway and go to Bubble Mountain.
Right. I don't know, with the fact that he was already there in Cathedral, so he was already at least halfway there, if the reset and the Speedway really saves him any time. If it does, it's a pretty minor difference. And really, Jay is looking for either Gravity Suit, or if he would go down to Lower Norfair if he just finds high jump boots. He'll happily do the high jump boot lava dive.
Yeah, and I mean that's exactly it. Is Jay is skilled enough to be doing some really ridiculous tricks in these seeds. The question is after how many months of a break will he be able to connect those tricks?
That's true. There is probably some rust, though he did run a seed on, I believe it was Saturday. So he had at least a little bit of a chance to knock off some of the rust.
Yeah, definitely.
And Jay looked like he was setting up for the damage boost over to Norfair Reserve, but the waivers weren't playing nice. He may have forgotten that he's got that grapple beam, because that'll give him easy access to Norfair Reserve.
I think it was because he was trying to do the damage boost, like you said, and then it ended up not working out. So instead of doing the damage boost, he's going over to this side first, where Wave is. Now he's going to go back up to Bubble Mountain, probably grab speed. On the way out of speed, use grapple to get to Norfair Reserve. That's my guess.
That very well could be the case. So Poppy has finished off Fantoon, checks right side supers. Didn't see exactly what it was, but looked like just an ammo item of some variety. Looking at ammo totals, Jay's ammo is looking really nice. Already has 45 super missiles and 30 missiles. Poppy not far behind with 50 and 35. Poppy also has enough power bombs to Crystal Flash, whereas Jay does not.
Once again, my crystal ball ended up working here. Jay is going over to the speed area, going to go check the speed item and the item that's right before speed, and then I think after that he's going to go over to Norfair Reserve.
Absolutely. He is definitely hoping for something that will let him get through Lower Norfair, be it high jump boots. Well, actually, he doesn't have great worst room in the game, anything great for that either. So he would definitely want something like a high jump. Gravity would get him into Lower Norfair, but it wouldn't give him Rit G access.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he does have ice, so he could try to do an ice trick to get up Rit G. It's not the most fun thing to do, as we just saw.
You can only do that if you have charge, which he does not.
Oh, good call, good call.
Yeah, so yeah, his options in Lower Norfair. So if he found high jump boots, he'd be great. He would just go clear Lower Norfair, no problem. But that would really be the only single item that would get him there. Looks like he's gonna go for the damage boost, even though he's got the grapple. Ooh, and Poppy's finding the space jump.
The space jump over on Poplar's screen. So that is going to be the big play that is going to put Popplars in a position that will put them into a way that could catch them up to Jay. So right now, yeah, it's up to what Jay finds to hopefully.
Oh, and there's the gravity suit for Jay.
Speaking
but
of,
Jay still doesn't have Rit G access. He's got gravity, which is great. It's a huge find. Now, part of the question is going to be for Poppy, does she bail on the wrecked ship, having found that one major item in it, or does she continue and go up to the attic? And Jay is actually pretty much out of checks in Upper Norfair unless he decides to go over to Croc.
Yeah, I was about to ask that question to you, Cheese. Do you think he's going to go down to Crocomire, or is he going to try to see what he can find before Rit G?
Lady Chalk asking about how long they have left for this run. Less than an hour. With runners of this caliber, probably less than 45 minutes. But being that it's randomized, it's hard to give an exact, boom, it's going to be this amount of time. It depends on what items they find and where they find them.
Well, I would say that we have every major item that we could use to beat the game right now, because we have space, we have screw, we have both suits.
But neither runner has the whole package.
Right, neither runner has the whole package. We're still looking for ammo go mode. That's the big thing right now is ammo go mode.
And looks like Jay is going to head towards Lower Norfair, maybe banking on Gold Terizo having a worst room in the game item for him.
That is a huge gamble, but we will see if that ends up being
a big-time gamble, because if it doesn't work out for him, it is a ton of wasted time. Because looking at, just rechecking Jay's items when he pauses there to turn off that gravity suit, he does not have any of the traditional worst room in the game items.
Right, you are. So this is going to be interesting to see.
And he didn't save at the top of Lower Norfair. He does have 40 supers though to do Green Gate glitch, so Jay's good enough. He can pull it off within 40.
Yeah, definitely. I also think he's not taking a save here just so that if he does go down to Golden Terizo and doesn't see an item as soon as he goes to fight Golden Terizo, he can just reset back to his previous save point.
That is true. That is fair. Poppy checked Wreck Ship Reserve. Just saw a pack of supers. Jay not going... Jay checking his items. I don't know that Jay realizes he doesn't have a worst room in the game item. I think he just realized he doesn't have a worst room in the game item.
Yeah.
So Jay may have been banking a little too hard, a little too early, and thought he had an item that he does not.
Right, you are. So now he's got to do the Green Gate glitch and hope that Golden Terizo has something. That's going to be the one saving grace. We know that Space Jump is not down here, but it is very possible and very common for High Jump to be hiding down here.
Could be high jump. Could be bombs. Even charge, since he has that ice beam, would work. So just missiles with the screw attack item, and we'll see what's up top. Supers,
Missiles.
but he doesn't have space jump to get to that item anyway.
And he's got the item right above Golden Chorizo that he could check right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's going to go ahead and fight GT and not check that item and possibly just reboot or reset.
He may not realize that he can do that. I mean, granted, like you said, he didn't do the top of Lower Norfair save to go backwards. But again, maybe he forgot where his last save is. I think it's far enough back in the game at Frog Speedway. So he might have to redo all of the checks to go to gravity.
True, but he would know that the only thing he really found of note there at Bubble Mountain was gravity.
Yeah, so rechecking that wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, he would just go straight to... Alright, let's check what the GT Supers is. It is just vanilla Supers. So Jay is going to have to reset, figure out where he is.
Yep.
But that GT check is going to cost him a lot of time. All right, it is his pre-Bubble Mountain save. I do expect we are going to see him just go straight to Norfair Reserve, grab that gravity suit, and leave.
I agree with you, and that's exactly what it looks like he's doing. He's just taking Frog Speedway over to Bubble Mountain. So after this, it's going to turn into how fast can Jay go up to wreck ship?
Yep. Poppy does the X-ray check, has that space jump, finds a pack of supers, goes ahead and picks it up. Poppy's ammo is doing pretty well. She's sitting at 50 missiles, 40 supers.
Now that I think about it, not to interrupt you, I think Jay is going to get gravity and go to Meridia and kill Dragon. Here is why. Because it is shorter to go through Meridia. There are more checks on your way to Dragon. And then after you kill Dragon, you can go straight down to Ridley. It is shorter to do that than to go all the way up to Fantoon, all the way back down to Ridley, and then all the way back up to Dragon.
That is solid logic, and it would not shock me at all if that's what Jay decided to do. Jay trying to get his grapple going, but is just not quite high enough, jumping off of that frozen waiver. And
Yeah,
honestly, with his trip into Lower Norfair that ended up being a bust, there could be a little salt coming in on Jay's side. A little bit of frustration. Ooh,
yeah,
especially with that grapple miss right there. Yeah,
there
there's
it is. There's the frustration.
As far as I know, Jay does not know the bootless Lower North or Bertram in the game jump, which is frame and pixel perfect. You have to jump off of the exact right pixel at the exact right frame. It is a rough way to be.
Right, you are. So this is definitely going to turn into Jay just getting a little bit of frustration. You know, feeling the rust right now is what it's coming down to. You know, he knows that he can do these tricks. He knows he used to do these tricks all the time, and now it's like you're getting into these tricks and you're not hitting them, and the pressure is on. You know, you're racing someone that is no slouch in their own right.
Oh, absolutely. No, Poppy is a fine player in her own right. And while they have raced a few SMRAT seeds before, and I believe Jay has won both of those races, I don't believe either of those was just a crushing victory. If I recall correctly, they were both pretty close races. Jay goes and recollects that gravity suit from Norfair Reserve, and I think you are correct that we are going to see him head straight up and go to Meridia.
Yeah, we'll see what decision he ends up making here. If he's going to go to Meridia or if he's going to go to right up to Wreck Ship.
If he goes to Wreck Ship, it's going to be him staring at that grapple beam, because that was his Wreck Ship access, and he got it pretty early there in Kraid.
Mm-hmm.
Poppy going for the Kraid quick kill, does not get it, so that is we are gonna be 2 for 2 on Kraid stand-ups this evening.
Kraid is going to prom for both of our runners. Kraid must feel
And
real pretty right
I
now.
believe we had a stand-up on Beeps' low percent X ice run as well. So Kraid just having a good day.
You know, I think Kraid deserves to go to prom because Kraid has paid off their lunch debt.
That's right. I mean, you don't get to be that size without eating lunch. Let's call it as we see it.
And there it
Kraid
is.
who's 5 stories tall.
And there it is. The glass is broken. We're in Meridia. So again, my crystal ball is playing good here.
Absolutely. And Jay, having that speed booster can check almost everything in Meridia. Really, Shack Tool is kind of the only thing that he's locked out of not having that space jump. That's right, Colchis. Those super missiles that he eats are extremely calorie dense. That's very true. With the amount of explosive force in there are definitely a lot of calories in your average super missile.
Yeah, you know what they say, the more calories, the more energy something has in it. Is that how that works?
That is absolutely how that works. That's just straight up science, yo. And we here at All Kids Deserve to Eat love science.
Yeah, we love teaching kids science. We love feeding kids.
Right.
So we're still
we love feeding kids while we're teaching them science.
We're still at $15,000, which, I mean, I'm not trying to discount that amount by any means. When we started this marathon, when we even talked about this marathon, Jay will tell you, I will tell you, Cheese will tell you, when this idea started, we didn't even think that we were going to beat $2,500. We thought, okay, we might see $5 here, we might see another $3 there, maybe $1 here. You know, someone might have a big donation of $50. We never, in our wildest imaginations, thought we were going to get this high. But you know what? I kind of want to see that number get higher. What about you, Cheese?
Oh, I'd love to see it get higher, but we do have to respect the fact that that original goal was $2,500. We are at 6 times that. 6 times it. How crazy is that?
Yeah, again, I'm not trying to discount that number by any means of the imagination, because I'm still looking at it and I can't believe that number exists.
Absolutely. So Poppy has grabbed that ice beam from High Jump and is now going to take a trip to the ice beam location. Jay finding the spring ball. That is a worst room in the game item for Jay.
So do you think Jay is going to leave Meridia right now and go kill Ridley, or is he going to...
I expect Jay is going to take a trip through the left sand pit and go straight down.
Yep. I think Ridley first is now in his mind, and he just wants to go mode the rest of the seed.
Absolutely. Now, I will say, if Poppy goes to Bubble Mountain, especially if she checks Norfair Reserve first, I would give her a pretty sizable lead.
Definitely. Yeah, Poppy has 2 bosses down right now, where Jay still only has 1.
Right. And that space jump is really going to help Poppy's movement in Lower Norfair. And if Poppy picks up those supers, that'll be all the ammo Poppy would ever need.
Yep, but unfortunately Poppy missed them, so she's taking Speedway down into Crocomire. It looks like she's going to loop around to get to Bubble Mountain instead of taking the Crumble Climb. I'm kind of surprised by that decision, considering she had a space jump.
True, but because of the way the walls in that room work and all those crumble platforms, space jumping up that while it's possible is a very long process. And so I'm not super surprised to see her decide to just take the Speedway, get to Bubble Mountain. Bubble Mountain super item dense. And is Poppy just going to Lower Norfair? With those power bombs selected, does Poppy do bootless lava dive?
We're gonna see in just a second. Looks like Poppy is going for it.
Poppy gets the chronic deep. Oh, almost gets the chronic boost.
Wow. So now Poppy has a significant lead on Jay if she can
I'm
make
gonna
it through.
disagree. Looks like she didn't realize she didn't have high jump boots, and she's bailing on the lava dive.
Or she's resetting it. I'm not sure.
No,
Nope,
she's
she's
heading out.
bailing. She's bailing.
Yeah, and when this means that she will. I want to call it last location within Bubble Mountain. She will basically last location that gravity suit.
I agree with you, and this is going to be the thing that lets Jay catch up because he has everything to get through not Bubble Mountain. I'm sorry, the lava dive here. He just needs to get past these. Where are these called? Rippers, or I don't know what those guys are called.
Okay, so Poppy taking a slightly different path to Bubble Mountain. So taking this way around, it's possible Poppy does Norfair Reserve first before doing Speed and Wave. We will just have to see which way she goes.
Yeah, so
I will say if she goes to Norfair Reserve first, major props to her, and that's going to give her a decent lead. And it looks like that is where she is going, where she will be the proud owner of a brand new, unused gravity suit.
Yep, definitely. So this is going to be the thing that's going to let Poppy, go directly down to Ridley. She has everything else that she needs to do it. It's just now killing Ridley. Yeah.
Right. And that space jump, while, Jay can do lower Norfair with his current setup, no problem. That space jump is going to make Poppy's lower Norfair significantly faster and safer than Jay's.
Yeah, I mean,
so
worst
Jay
room in the
does
game
have
is
the
nothing to laugh at.
Jay
Yeah,
does
worst
have the screw attack.
Worst room in the game is nothing to laugh at with what you can have here. It is so much safer to do it with Space Jump. I mean, you'll see here in just a second how much faster that Popplars is going to clear this area in comparison to what Jay is having to go through right now in order to get up worst room in the game.
Okay, Lady Chalk saying in the chat, we have received another $100 outside of the Streamlabs app, so it won't actually show up in our donation goal until Jay can update it manually. But another $100, which is awesome. Huge shout out to whoever that was.
Yeah, thank you so much for that donation. And guys, don't forget, I know that person is outside of the stream, so they probably wouldn't be able to do it. But don't forget that your money can go towards any of the incentives. Save and kill the animals, the bid war for Link to the Past, crowd control, which kind of seed is going to be running, and not to mention throwing an enemizer onto the seed or throwing in a restricted major glitches run.
Absolutely. And while originally the thought was that Save and Kill the Animals was going to end with this run, because Day 4 has been completely unlocked, there is another Super Metroid run planned for Day 4. So we will just keep that total rolling.
Right, you are. So Save and Kill is not over by any stretch of the imagination. I know a lot of you have been out here, been super into the Save and Kill. I don't blame anyone for, taking a little bit of a break after that back and forth from the last Super Metroid just last run. So absolutely. Yeah, it has been absolutely crazy. The donation total just for that has mind-boggling. I think that's what, $5,000 on its own.
I believe by itself we're at almost $6,000 just from Save and Kill the Animals, including both incarnations of it we've had. Currently standing, Kill the Animals leads at $1,144, where Save the Animals has $886 that's a $258 deficit.
Let's see if I can answer that question in chat. So the Day 4 Super Metroid run is MM2 versus Popplars for a 100% run of Super Metroid.
Yes. And now that schedule is still not quite finalized, but that should I expect with those two runners that we should have no problem getting them together to do that race.
Yeah, right you are.
And a note on that, their PBs for Hundo are only 2 minutes apart, so that should be a good race. Alright, Poppy grabs the pre-Ridley save before heading down towards Wasteland. Jay is in the pre-Ridley room doing a little farming. Poppy, with that super count, probably won't need to farm prior to Ridley, unless she just doesn't feel comfortable with it. She has enough supers to finish off Ridley as is.
Yeah, definitely. So, for those of you not in the know, Ridley takes double damage from supers and requires 30 supers to kill. After 30 supers, you can jump into Ridley's claws and she just dies.
Yes. That Space Pelican just dies. Poppy gets the KO through the first platform, doesn't quite get it through the second one. Looks like she is going to go for the super missile strats on the Kung Fu Pirates.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
Alright, anyway. I don't want to get his copyright struck. Jay is now in the Ridley room, in the fight, pumping Ridley full of super missiles. He walked in with more than 30. I'm not sure exactly how many.
32, so he can miss 2 missiles before he has to result to regular missiles, which, I mean, he does have enough, but it looks like he landed all 30, just getting a couple more in there, just in case he missed some.
Right, and he's now just trying to make Ridley pick him up, and we have an exploding Ridley on one screen as we have an appearing Ridley on the other.
Yeah, and this is Poplar's third boss that she's taking down right now. So Jay has to do some work in order to catch up to Poplar's.
And those super missiles, Jay not picking them up, even with his ammo situation. I am a little surprised about that.
I am not, because that's an item fanfare that, I mean, I guess you're right there for it, but you still have to go do all of Meridia, where you could find beams, you could find more ammo. It's... Where do you put your fanfare when you feel behind after that big mistake of having to do GT and resetting?
I mean, that is fair. Poppy, or Ridley not being very nice to Poppy here, really giving her some not great patterns.
Yeah, and the patterns on Jaychalke's side were definitely a lot nicer to him. Took damage, fell through the platform, gonna have to climb up this little shaft again. This is not fun without high jump, let me tell you.
No, those wall jumps are pretty precise without high jump. And that is a dead Space Pelican on Poppy's side. I expect we will see Poppy pick up these supers, because that is that is complete go mode for Poppy at that 60 super mark.
Yep, there it is.
That is 100% go mode for Poppy, with only one boss to go. Just has to go fight Dragon. Jay, on the other hand, has to do Dragon and has to go do Fantoon.
I kind of wonder here if Jay fell into the same trap that every runner I have seen in SMRAT 2020 has run into. The trap being the meme that wreck ship has nothing. And I feel like people lean on that meme so hard. And I guess it was true at one point. But I will be completely honest. Every single seed I have done commentary on, wreck ship has had something in it.
Well, right before SMRAT 2020 started, there was a slight change in the logic, just due to the various devs changing up a few things in their program, which actually increased the likelihood of basically almost every major item appearing within wreck ship. Now you're only talking about a 1 to 2% change on any given item, but when you normalize that over all of the major items, it makes it much more likely that a major item or two is going to be within the wreck ship.
Yeah, definitely. So knowing that, I mean, maybe these runners are still used to last year's logic, so they're still leaning hard on the fact that wreck ship didn't have anything last year, and that's what's causing them not to go to wreck ship right away. I know Jay leans hard into who wants to do wreck ship. Poppy, Right.
As Hero82 points out in chat, Poppy is a wreck ship diehard. Poppy's going to wreck ship. That's happening.
Yeah, so that
she
wreck ship
did,
logic
and she
definitely
was
helped.
rewarded with that space jump, which is a large portion of why Jay entered Lower Norfair with a pretty significant lead on Poppy, at least within Lower Norfair, and Poppy has made up a vast majority of that time. Just that space jump alone.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, now we're coming and racing to the same boss, more or less. It's down to Dragon for both runners. But then after Dragon, Jay still needs to fight Fantoon and leave Fantoon, where Poppy, all they need to do is kill Dragon and then go kill Mother Brain. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see if Jay can make up the time through Wreck Ship to catch up, or if we're going to see a Mother Brain kill on Poppy and then a Mother Brain kill on Jay's screen. Now, for you save and kill diehards out there who are still waiting to snipe this, if we have save or kill in the lead on Poppy's screen, and then we have the opposite happen by the time Jay gets there, we could have a save and a kill happen on the very same run.
Absolutely. So for any individual runner, as soon as Mother Brain 3's head hits the ground, that is when we call it. Whoever's in the lead at that exact moment, their save or kill, that's what that runner has to do. And one of us commentators will hop in. We have both of the runners in different Discord channels. We will let them know which one they have to do, and then they'll do so.
Right, you are.
But all right, so Jay does the... We have some confusion in the chat about that. Red saying she thought it was just whichever the first runner was, which I don't know. I know that's the way it normally goes, but that doesn't mean. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. Oh, that was what was announced during Beeps' run. Okay, then we will have to hold to that then, if that's what we announced back then.
Okay. I apologize. I thought something different had been announced since we're doing a marathon versus doing a straight up race.
Yeah, but it's all good. We will, whatever the first one has Mother Brain 3 hit the ground, that's what we'll call it.
There you go.
Alright, so Jay, having to do some pre-bot wound farming, is taking advantage of that grapple beam. And looking at Poppy's current super count, she is probably going to want to do a little bit more farming as well. I don't expect Poppy to check much.
So these ammo drops are not being very nice to Jay whatsoever. He's sitting here for some time farming those little guys that come out of the ground and just not getting the supers he's looking for.
Well, to be fair, we here at All Kids Deserve to Eat are 100% pay to win. As Kip said while he was commentating the random percent race between Drag and Swap Space, he would just do an 80% run, smash the other person's percentage, and just pay the difference. Alright, Jay taking on the Sea Snake.
I like to call him the Boop Snake. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, you know.
You gotta boop.
That's okay. People can be wrong. It's fine.
You gotta boop the snoot.
All right, now is Poppy gonna go in with those 11 supers? Poppy is grabbing a save, which to me says to me that Poppy is probably just gonna go in with those 11 supers to bot wound and go for it.
Yeah, that might burn a little bit of time, but we will see.
Oh, or she will go and hope she gets something out of the aqueduct. So we've got an E-tank, which she will pick up, probably thankful for the free refill. And the spring ball, which we've actually already seen, and Poppy shaming herself, disrespecting the community, and not picking up the spring ball.
Yeah, so for those of you who are normally in the SRA community, Spring Ball is one of the holy grails that you find in these seeds. I think the other holy grail is Spazer.
People won't clown on you nearly as much for skipping Spazer, but people are very passionate about the Spring Ball. Poppy trying to possibly get a couple of more supers, ends up with 12 going into bot wound here. And as Poppy enters bot wound, Jay is entering Dragon's arena.
Yeah, so this little bit of a lead and not having to check all of Rek's ship. I mean, all Jay needs to do is kill Drake or kill Fantoon and then go straight to Mother Brain. He doesn't technically need to do anything else down there, even though we know his space jump is there. He no longer needs it.
But Jay still has to pick up more ammo.
That is true. He hasn't gotten any ammo since we've been down here.
Jay needs 2 more missile packs and 3 more super packs, kind of minimum. Whereas Poppy's ammo is in a great spot. She will have to regen at the refill at the ship, but she's got all the ammo she needs to beat the game.
I'm kind of wondering if Jay is thinking of grabbing a couple of supers on the way out, because we have seen a couple of supers in Meridia, and he still has to check Red Tower and Rek's ship. There could be supers on the way there.
Sure. I know we saw at least 1 pack of supers in Red Tower behind Alpha PBs.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only set I can remember. I think Alpha PBs themselves were vanilla, and I don't remember what was it, Beta Power Bombs.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of exactly... Oh, yep, grabbing ammo here. So now he's looking to grab more ammo, knowing he needs more to kill Mother Brain later.
Yep. Poppy completely vanquishing all of her missiles and supers to kill off these turrets. So I expect we are going to see a 100% speed booster kill here. Fortunately, starts off with a goop spark, but still has plenty of time to set up for the shine spark. Or we may see the grapple kill.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm surprised neither of these runners are going for a grapple kill. That ends up being, I think, a little bit faster than doing the spark kill, but that's me.
It depends on number of swoops. Now, Poppy's gotten very unlucky. Starting out with, I believe, 5 swoops is a lot. Oh, and gets trolled by the screw attack.
Mm-hmm. Yep, if you don't take that screw attack off, you delete the goop that Dragon puts on you, and you have to deal with it.
Oh, Poppy was trying for the quick grapple, but didn't quite get it.
Yeah.
And looks like Jay... Oh, okay, there. Jay was in a different room than I thought he was. Jay heading back into Bot Wound's area. Still needs some more ammo. Did find the plasma beam, it looks like, somewhere?
Yeah, plasma beam was over behind Dragon on the way out.
Precious missiles.
Yes.
Okay. Poppy may or may not find that, though Poppy does look like she's going to check the space jump location, which I believe was just a missile pack.
Yeah, definitely.
Might be looking for 1 more super missile pack just to give her a little wiggle room.
Now, I've seen runners do this through the sand pits to get out of Meridia faster. I still disagree that this is faster than going through the power bomb area, but I don't know. I think it might be 6 to 1, half a dozen the other.
I'm not sure. But Jay may be taking it because he's hoping for ammo in it.
Yeah, as we see here, he's getting some more ammo, which is definitely what he's needing as he escapes Meridia. Sees an energy tank here. He is going to dip out.
Yeah, he is not worried about that energy tank. He is just worried about ammo or the charge beam. And at this point, he's likely just resigned himself to looking for ammo. Because charge beam can be anywhere.
Yeah, we haven't seen charge beam yet. Not in the normal locations it normally is in. So, yeah, charge beam literally could be anywhere. We'll have to look in the credits to see exactly where it is.
Absolutely. So we have Poppy sitting at, or heading towards Turian, completely done with all Golden 4 bosses. Jay still has to kill Fantoon and still needs ammo. I'd give Poppy probably almost a 6 to 7 minute lead. Pretty significant one.
I would definitely agree with you that Poppy has a significant lead. I don't know if it's 6 or 7 minutes, and here's why. Poppy spent a ton of time going through Dragon, where Jay was moving the entire time. And just little movement text here and there is making her kind of fall behind a little bit here and there. But, we'll have to see what the movement does for these runners. That's exactly what we're looking for, is movement tech at this point.
Right. Not just movement, though, because Jay still has at least a little bit of RNG to contend with, because Jay still has to kill Fantoon. And Fantoon can troll you pretty hard if he's having one of those days.
Yeah, no one likes the ghost with the most if he ends up giving you long patterns the entire time.
Yeah, double or even triple slow patterns, that'll add some serious time onto your run. Poppy's ammunition completely exhausted. She will definitely, of course, stop at the ship for that nice free refill. And we may catch a save. Being that she'll be doing an ammo kill, I do expect Poppy to catch the save in Turian prior to Mother Brain, just as a safety.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Poppy has more than enough ammo to move through Torian at this point. So I don't know if I agree with saving at the ship, like you said. I think saving right before Mother Brain would be the safer play. But, it is what it is.
There's always the possibility that, for whatever reason, your drop luck in the Metroid rooms is just horrendous, and you don't notice it and clear out the fourth room without paying attention, and you end up with not enough supers.
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of worst case scenario, but it still is theoretically a scenario. Now, I don't expect Poppy to not be paying close attention to her ammo. And Jay finds the wave beam, which he'll go ahead and pick up, and he does find another pack of supers. With that pack of supers, he'll just be one missile pack away from Mother Brain ammo, as 40-60 is kind of the generally accepted absolute minimum, though most runners like to have one more pack of supers, just so they don't have to refill after clearing out some doors.
Yeah, I mean, having the one more pack of supers makes going through the Metroid room a little safer, because these guys can give you really bad ammo drops.
Absolutely. And Demensa pointing out in the chat that I forgot that Jay has in fact Smokey validated his run.
Smokey validated. I have not heard that one before. Explain that one to me.
Smokey was a big time commentator. She commentated a ton of races in SMRAT 1. And her favorite item was the wave beam. So it became, whenever somebody picked up the wave beam, they had Smokey validated their run.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And looks like we're getting some dropped frames on the bot. Let me take a look. Weirdly enough, the bot says we're not dropping any frames. Weird. Alright, Poppy is done with Metroid rooms. While in the time it took me to check the bot, she just blasted through them. Doesn't have high jump boots, so is not going to try for the baby skip. So trying to damage yourself down, and then we'll jump just straight into the baby to get drained.
So it's possible that we're going to be seeing Fantoon side by side on Mother Brain with where these runners are.
That is 100% a possibility, and I would even call it a probability. Unless... Oh, no! Jay gets taken down by the battle crab.
How much time did he just lose?
That's probably a forfeit. Let me check.
Yeah, go ahead and check. I'll keep the racers or the chat entertained.
Well, he did, in the mod lobby, he did post that mistakes were made. And the fact that he's just sitting on the game over screen really makes me believe that that's going to be a forfeit.
Yep, so now this is Popplars' run. Now, in order to actually claim victory, Popplars does need to finish the game. We do have a save at the ship, so, I mean, just getting to Mother Brain and killing Mother Brain at this point wouldn't be too much of a problem if Popplars took a death here, but, you technically need to finish the game to actually, beat the other person.
Absolutely. Popplars gets that ice Zeb skip first try, and I believe we are joined by our loser today, Jaychalke, who, I guess since we weren't in an official race room, couldn't really forfeit, but I'm gonna guess that's you waving the white flag.
Yeah, man, I don't, it's been a long time since I've gone down to Lower Norfair. I was just so hyped finding that gravity suit, and then when I think I realized as I was putting my gravity suit back on, I was like, oh my gosh, I have nothing.
GU item.
And I felt like I was on fire. I don't know the route Popplars took, but I felt like my routing was pretty stellar until that point.
Yeah.
So Poppy went to wreck ship first and dug out the space jump.
Now,
then
I'm
went
going to
down.
interrupt you guys really quick. Was on Motherbrain 2. Who's winning right now? Is it save or kill?
Kill is still winning. So we will. I will hop down and let Poppy know exactly
go ahead.
what she wants to hear because she wants to kill the animals.
So here's the thing. I was skipping mad ammo because I knew I lost like 15 plus minutes by going down to Lower Norfair without any items. Probably even more, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I had to route all the way back up just to find a movement item to come back down. So I'm skipping missiles, hoping that charge was at Ridley. And then I skipped some more because I knew I had to bank on finding charge somewhere. But given with what Popplars is doing right now, man, it would have been close if I just realized that I didn't have a movement item.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what Cheese and I were commenting on when you were going down that way. Is we thought that you were praying that GT had a movement item for you to get through Rit G, and then you kind of realized after going to Rit G that you're like, wait, I don't have anything to go through Rit G. I have to reset, and then you went all the way back to Bubble Mountain before you got gravity, and we're like, oh, there it is. If something is in, and at that point, Popplars had gotten space jump over in wreck ship.
Okay.
So once again, wreck ship being the thing that I keep saying that it is every SRA. It's the meme that no one thinks about. There is items in wreck ship.
And with the donation incentive sitting at $258 extra on kill versus save, unless we get a donation in the next 20 seconds or so, it's over. And I already told Poppy she got to kill the animals.
I'm not sure what WJ is.
I'm so mad.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad considering you haven't played Super Metroid. Well, okay, you played it the other day. But before that, you haven't played Super Metroid in how many months?
3.
Yeah.
No, I
wouldn't be mad.
I was just mad. No, I was just so hyped. I was like, oh my gosh. I've had the perfect route up until now. I'm going right to Lower Norfair. For some reason, I thought that I had found bombs or something.
It's kill, Poppy.
I don't know.
It's kill.
That was rough. And then that crab coming in just like putting a...
Hey, they are called battle crabs for a reason. Because they hurt. Of course, you had 29 health, and I believe it would do 30 damage to you right there. So it just barely killed you.
I'm glad you get to. But yeah, murdered them. I'm going to hop back in, and then we'll pull you in.
Poppy has been informed of the kill again, because after I told her, I think she was just incredulous, because apparently it's been a long time since she's been able to kill the animals in a marathon.
Or any kind of race for that matter.
Yeah.
There is a day 4, Migs. Yes.
There is. We have unlocked day 4.
I'm going to have to do some final stuff to the schedule, which will be finalized.
Hopefully tonight.
It'll be finalized by... and in fact, basically what you see on the schedule right now for day 4 is basically final. I got to change a few things. But for the most part, that's what it's going to look like.
And that means we can keep this save kill rolling.
Right, you are. And the other thing, so we're doing Celeste first thing in the morning. We're going to finish Celeste. Right after that, we're doing Link to the Past crowd control. Guys, if you want to vote on either of the seeds that I'm going to be running, it's Ambrosia versus Inverted. And there's also an incentive to force randomize everything in the game outside of keys, maps, and compasses.
Sorry. Just saying, we do have a done from Poppy. GG to her, and we will pull her in here because I'm sure she is excited to have gotten to murder the animals.
Definitely.
Sorry to cut you off there, Seth, but with the
no, you're good. You're good. Let's interview Poppy.
GG.
Thank you. So here's my question, because I heard Jay, you died to a battle crab. Was I ahead of him at that point?
Yes.
Well,
Wow.
What about? Let's talk about what really happened. The crab was the least of my worries.
Really? Because it's the one that killed you, so that puts it pretty high on the worry list. I would say.
Yeah.
GG Popplars. So
Definitely.
basically, what happened is I went down,
Cut you off there, too,
found
good.
gravity, and
Good. Let's interview Poppy.
immediately went
GG.
down and got to about before Rit G before I realized I didn't have an item to get up Rit G.
Yes.
So I
Well,
banked on going
what
to
about-
GT to check the
Let's talk
3
about
items
what
there,
really
or well,
happened.
2 technically, but I wanted to get a peek at the other one,
The
nothing.
crab
And
was
so then
the
I had to
least of my
reset
worries.
before I even checked Bubble
Really?
Mountain.
'Cause it's the
Let me
one
tell
that
you what
killed
I
you,
did.
So, that puts it pretty high on the worry list. I would say.
GG Popplars.
Hadn't
So
found gravity
basically what
yet,
happened is
and I went down through Croc Speedway, but did not go to Croc. And I was like, well,
Immediately
while
went
I'm here, let's
down
just go
and
down to Lower Norfair, kill
about
Ridley, and
before
come
Rit
back
G
up
before I
and
realized
clear Bubble
I
Mountain.
didn't have
Then
an
I
item
did
to
not
get
have
up Rit
gravity.
G.
I did not have high jump, but I had Varia.
I-
And let me tell you, I went down for the high jumpless lava dive, and just as I was getting set up, I go, I don't have high jump. I can't do this. And I had to climb all the way back up with no save. I almost didn't make it out.
Poppy has an echo, by the way. So
Yeah, I fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah, we just gotta kill game sounds.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. We killed it on our side.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Where was high jump boots? I never found that.
We don't know, but luckily your credits are still rolling, so we'll be able to
I
find
felt
out.
so behind when I found gravity because I'm like, if Jay went up first like I did, he just did Fantoon and out. Meanwhile, I went all the way up to Sky Missiles and out, and I felt so far behind.
Yeah, I so you found Space Jump, right?
Yes.
Oh heck.
Yes, that was super helpful. I found that in Wreck Ship at the energy tank.
Awesome. Yeah, man, I was so upset because I was vibing so hard. Then I had to like route all the way back up to
Mouse.
Dragon to find up to Meridia to get a movement item, and then I went all the way back down to Lower Norfair, and then all the way back up to kill
no.
Dragon. It was just awful because I decided to go down with nothing. Oh my gosh, so
That's
so
rough.
upset. But I have something super awesome to look forward to, and that's tomorrow, day 4. We're gonna kick it off 8 a.m. Eastern with Celeste, the rest of Celeste, hopefully, versus Zenith. That was a blast. I think everyone really enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to it. And then after that, we're going to have. Oh, and I was really hoping because I had to skip a lot of ammo because I knew I was just so far behind because of the mess up. So I just started skipping all the ammos, trying to find Charge.
Charge was
Oh my gosh, Mickey Mouse had high jump boots.
Yeah, Chargers a croc. Real quick, y'all, chat. I need you guys to know this. This was a rigged seed from the start, and I beat Jay at his own game. You want to know who rolled the seed? Jay rolled the seed. So I beat him at his own game today.
After sneakily getting a practice SMRAT seed on Saturday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Hey, we don't talk about that. Unless
So, yeah.
Unless that 20,000 marker is made, this will be the last time you see Super Metroid from me.
You mean there's not going to be another rematch to see for a
Okay,
tiebreaker?
for
next
all
AKDTE?
kids deserve to eat. For all kids deserve to eat, I will. That's the only time that I'll do Super Metroid. Anything for
We
the
gotta
kids.
have our rematch again, another one.
Anything for the kids.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. The next time Jay is running is 2021. All kids deserve to eat.
Do it.
Although I did make a pledge that if we reached 20,000, I would play a SMRAT seed a day for a year.
Oh wow. Well, let's make 20,000 happen.
So if there's any big rollers out there that got 5K to just drop, right now would be the time.
Fate, cheese.
Hero, I've done a few, I think 3 or 4 low percent ice runs, and the farthest I've gotten each time was ketchup mother brain. I can't get past that. It's so tough.
Hero.
So yeah, guys, we are going to be signing off here in just a second, but let's talk about what's happening tomorrow really quick. We have Celeste 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who want to see that finished out, the donation incentive on that one right now is people are matching deaths, which right now I believe between both of us is right around 800 deaths, and it's a penny per death. We're not doing anything crazy. We're just doing 1 penny per death if you guys are willing to try and match that. Right after that is Link to the Past crowd control. Any bits that are used during that crowd control are going to All Kids Deserve to Eat. There's a couple of bid war incentives on there, as well as unlock incentives if you guys want to see those. I did purposely make them high, but I think chat can do it considering how much we've raised every single day that we've run this so far. It's been an average of 5,000 a day. It's our 3rd day and we're at 15 grand. So I think we can definitely get to 20 on the 4th day.
I mean, it's possible. Anything is possible when a community comes together like they have for this. But yeah, we've got a great schedule for tomorrow, mostly starting off with that blind run with Celeste, which I have to say the portions of it that we did earlier today was some of the most fun I have ever had doing commentary in my life.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun running it as a runner.
But yeah, I think that's about it. Let's drop the the commands in chat one more time. That's All Kids Deserve to Eat.
Yes, Lady did tell us about it, Jay.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and read that donation off. We got an anonymous, or I'm just gonna say anonymous donation, $100, and the message is for the kids.
Awesome. That's
Yes.
great. Thank you, whoever you are.
Yes.
So there's the merch link, and I think the merch store is only open for couple more hours.
Let me go check it right now.
Speaking of merch, we had if this person knows who they are, they messaged me. So if you want me to say your name, let me know. But someone purchased a shirt or merch in general and wants the $5 to go towards Inverted.
Oh, so that's $5 towards Inverted.
Nice.
If someone could update that, that'd be beautiful.
I can put that on the spreadsheet.
All right, so guys, we have literally 3 hours left before you cannot buy this merch anymore. It's only 3 more hours. And let me go through each of the items here. We have raised $80 from this incentive to get yourself some merch already. We have regular cotton t-shirts. They can come in white, they can come in gray, and they can come in kind of like a peach color. We also have tall cotton t-shirts that come in white, and they can also come in a gray color. We also have hooded sweatshirts. Now, I know it's the middle of summer, but if you're looking to rock something for the winter, you can get those in white or gray. We also have a face mask that has All Kids Deserve to Eat printed on the mask for all of you who need to go out and wear a mask during this pandemic that's going on in the country right now. We have a tote bag that has red handles and a lightish tan color. We also have a weatherproof sticker. $5 of any of these purchases goes straight to All Kids Deserve to Eat. So $5 of what you're spending goes straight to the charity and is being sent directly to Jaychalke's PayPal as soon as this store is closed. Well, a couple of days after, but you get the idea. So yeah, the store closes in only 3 hours, and if you want that merch before it's gone for 2020, the OG, the first year, the amazing year where we only thought we were going to raise $2,500 and ended up with $15,000. I mean, you got to get something to remember that by.
Absolutely. I'm wearing my shirt now. If you guys saw the news, by the way, I know there were some links posted in the chat. I did a news segment on WOWT 6 in the Omaha Metro. I also was featured on the morning show at 80 or 95.7 The Boss, and both times repping the shirt. It's a really cool shirt. Normally I don't buy shirts like ever, but I knew I had to buy this one, and I'm super glad that I did because it's actually legitimately good. Yeah, it's awesome. So get a shirt or a mask or a sticker, whatever you want. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, we've like I mentioned, I've mentioned this before. We went into this with a single donation goal of $2,500. That was about a few weeks before this thing kicked off. If you would have asked me if we would have come anywhere close to $1,000, I would have said you cray, because I would not have believed you, because we're such a small community, guys. But we came together. Everyone came together, and we did this. And then when we decided to go up to 13,000, I was like, No, there's no way that we'd get that either. But whatever dollar we raise is going right to Wilderwood Elementary School. And here we are, 15,000, unlocking 2 extra days for the marathon. We vibing, and it's all because of you guys. Tomorrow, full day. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it finalized by the end of tonight. What you see is basically what you're gonna get tomorrow. And who knows? We'll see what happens. But thanks, guys, so much. Yeah, we're going to. Let's see. Who do we have left to? This is the end of day 3.
Yes.
I think we are pretty much ready to go. We can end it here.
Yeah.
What do you guys
that
think?
about wraps it up. Let's just drop, just in case anybody hadn't seen it yet, there's the donate link.
Let me also make sure that everyone knows
Commercially.
if you do end up buying a shirt tonight or buying something else on the merch store tonight and you would like that $5 to go towards any of the incentives for tomorrow, just message me on Discord or message Jay on Discord and let us know that you want that $5 to go towards an incentive. We are letting you do that. If you've bought one in the past and you hadn't put it toward an incentive, you can also still put that $5 towards an incentive. And we have international shipping for those of you who are overseas. I believe it's only EU and UK, but we do have some international shipping available.
All right, sounds good, Syneth. Thanks again, guys, for hanging out. We're gonna send a raid over to somebody. Go give them a hello and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Cheese and Syneth, for hanging out for most of the day, all the day. Tomorrow morning, more Celeste. I am going to mentally prepare for this. I'm gonna sleep thinking about Celeste, and I'm gonna come out swinging, Syneth.
All
right, I'm ready for you.
About that.
All right, have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
Have a great one, everybody.